Okay, so let's talk about my top 10 South African YouTubers. Guys, I did make a video sometime this week where I talked about one of the best ways to have content on your YouTube channel is by talking about other YouTubers. Is by talking about other YouTubers. But of course, if you are going to talk about other YouTubers, you got to make sure that it is respectful, factual, as well as enjoyable and satisfying for somebody who will be watching that video, because probably one of the YouTubers you are going to mention in your video may be their favorite. And also, I see this as a double-edged sword when it comes to subscribers, because if you are going to talk about a YouTuber that happens to be a favorite of millions of people, some of those people will love the fact that you love the YouTuber, and as a result, you gain yourself a subscriber. And you are going to see this in your comment section where they will say you've gained yourself a subscriber simply because you talked about your favorite YouTuber, okay, or one of your favorite YouTuber, and you spoke about them wholesomely, positively, and factually, okay? So let's talk about my top 10 South African YouTubers. Yes, I'm going to do my top 10 African YouTubers and my top 10 international YouTubers as well. So it's only befitting that we celebrate South Africa first. All right. So guys, I'm going to start from my top 10 going down to my last two bonuses. Okay, just because I ranked you the way I did does not mean that you are any less important. It's just that, of course, the top five happens to be my top five favorite, and the two bonus are actually my ultimate favorite. And that's just how it is. That's how life works as well. And we're gonna have to deal with it one way or the other as well. All right, let's start with my number 10. That is Oli Kabashe. I saw the other time she said, why people call me Kabashe? And then I remember that there are Kabashes in KwaZulu Natal. So I think maybe that's where I get it from. But it's Oli Kabashe. Now, what I love about Oli Kabashe is that she's not just a vlogger, this girl. This girl is a storyteller. This is the whole point about being a vlogger. It's for you to take us on a journey. She wakes up in the morning. She's going to go to a gynecologist. She's going to remove a device inside of her body. How that process took place. She comes back and she tells you about it. That is what a whole point or concept of vlogging is about. And I'm not saying that the other YouTubers that are vloggers, they don't do that. But what I am saying is what separates Oli Kabashe from many content creators is that she goes in and she takes you right deep inside, and she takes you along with everything that she is going to be doing in her vlog. You expect these things, and as well as you do get to see these things, whether it is when she's doing her makeup and she talks about the products, which I believe other YouTubers do, but then somehow she knows how to even convince a man to go buy those products and then do what with them. But the point is, selling is her strong point, I believe. Then we go to my number 9, which is All Small Stuff. Now, one thing I love about All Small Stuff, not only she's small, she's hilarious. I don't think she understands how funny she is. Her sense of humor, even when she's angry, she has a smile. She has a smile on her face. It's like, girl, when you're angry, you got to show anger. So one of the vlogs that I watched, which kind of impressed me, I must say, she was answering somebody who called her stupid or something like that. And she's like, child, I'm from Wits University. And I got a psychology degree at Wits University. In my head, I'm like, here goes a fellow Witsy. Do you know what it takes to get an acceptance at Wits University? Really? So I was finished when she did that. I think the reason why I watch her vlogs is because I get the entertainment value out of her whether she is rejected by a brand or she is doing the, what do you call that, alcohol. I'm not a drinker, so I'm not quite sure what drink this is. I think it's brutal fruit, and how she makes the entire situation look like as a non-drinker. You'll be like, I would like to try that. It looks great. The way she makes it look. I think she's also a bestseller of products. I mean, you get convinced, and this is her whole point about being a YouTuber. You are not just a YouTuber, but you are also a salesperson, a business owner, a presenter, an MC, and then also entertainer. So I think also small stuff does encompasses all of those things, and that's why I enjoy her vlogs. Then we have at number 8, Nzalama Masindi. Now, Nzalama, she's new, and then we all know that she's a friend of a big vlogger, and I do not want to take her and put her under the shadow of that YouTuber, and that's why I'm not going to mention the name. However, she has stood out on her own, and she is being her own person. And I'm going to tell you one thing about her. Not only is she somebody to look out for, but she's also a rising star when it comes to the whole vlogging world. Because she does, and she encompasses wholesomeness. That's what I like. She encompasses respect for herself, number one, as well as her audience. And I love that about her. Whether she's chit-chatting with us in her car, or she's doing one thing or another with her husband and the baby, or maybe she's going and hanging out with friends. You can tell the authenticity coming out of her, and as a result of that, she's enjoyable to watch as far as I'm concerned. But I am going to let you know right now, this is a person to look out for. And when I say a person to look out for, and I'm talking massive growth here, possibly all the way to 500,000 subscribers to 1 million at some point. She's a corporate girl as well. That's another part that I love about her. And yeah, definitely a rising star here to look out for, most definitely. So this is an inspiration for anybody that is trying to start a new YouTube channel. Number 7, Sitati Letsipa. Okay, now this one is what I will call an epitome of a vlogger. When you talk of a vlogger, this is Sitati. Sitati makes vlogging vlog. I mean, she even says, as vlogging, okay, I don't know how to speak Sutu, so I'm going to say it in Zulu. As vlogging, as vlogging. And then when she says that, you know you are going to get a great, satisfying vlog. I mean, the girl knows how to tell a story without telling a story. She is, how do I say, exact same as Oli, but oppositely. With Tati, without even saying a word, you are like hooked to her vlogs. That is why I call it the epitome of vlogging. She knows how to capture you and take you along the entire vlog. It doesn't matter what it would be about. It would probably be about umsebenzi that she does for her ancestors, or going to church. I mean, you will just be hooked, and you will be just watching through and through and through, because you want to see where all this ends. But most importantly, she also shows a very important element about life, that is love and relationship. Now, I'm not a big fan of couple YouTubers for a very obvious reasons. We fall in love with these people, next thing they're broken up, and you're like, no, and then you're also heartbroken, and now you don't know who to go with when they start their own YouTube channel. You go with the ex-boyfriend, or you go with the ex-girlfriend. I was done with being heartbroken myself. So I believe that Sitati and her husband Martin kind of like restored that, and now they look exactly like what you would call a couple goal. They are now married, they have a baby, and then you're just enjoying this journey that they've sucked us into, and we are definitely rooting for them, and we want to see them succeed. Of course, Sitati is going way too far into the future if she continues with YouTube and vlogging. This is definitely something she's called for. this is a calling, and I hope nothing will come and disturbs this. Then number 6, we go to Tabang Taco. Tabang Taco is very interesting and nice, tiny button who is so serious yet also fun to watch. But what I love about his vlogs is he takes us into what many of us don't know: the gay married household. Like, he is a husband of a male, and this is how they live their lives, and this is how their lifestyle is like. And he takes us through all of it, And we don't get to see things like that. We actually don't. We are used to the heteronorms that is pushed on us. Well, not okay. I don't want to say pushed on us. That we are used to. Let me put it that way. And we never get to see. We know that somebody is gay, but we don't know what goes on in their household. We don't want to know what goes on in the bedroom, but what that lifestyle is like. And then Tabang takes you right through it. Things that they do, the hiking, the health stuff that they do, as well as the household stuff that they do, which I love. I love watching that. I really do, to be honest. And also, I feel like he's a rising star. It's just that maybe South Africans are holding back just a little bit, but you can see that they're beginning to untighten slowly but surely. So that is why I'm going to put him at a rising star YouTuber. And then at number 5, we have Ntswaki Madlingozi, formerly known as Naze Bay. Okay, what I love about Ntswaki is that, number 1, she's wholesome, extremely wholesome, and 2, I love the content that she has divided in her vlogs. Beauty, she will do makeup tutorials, a day in my life, kinda get ready with me. She will also do fitness and wellness, basically challenging the rest of us like, hey, you better go to that gym and get yourself fit and healthy. And then when you're still going at the gym, she comes back and she takes you to this beautiful restaurant where she would be having either lunch with her husband or by herself or with somebody else. And while you're watching this, she takes you to work. All these things, when you sit and you watch, you just, the surprises and the roller coaster is enjoyable to watch. And of course, like I said, she's a wholesome person, and most definitely another vlogger to look up, because the potential of being a rising star is there. I just hope that people would give her more grace, as well as watch more and subscribe more to her channel. Then at number 4, we have Joey Dlamini Vlogs. This one is a little bit hilarious for me because she is a homemaker. About a year ago, she started taking her home by herself without having a helper. And because the helper, I think, had to proceed with her life, doing other things, I think studying or something, I can't remember. So she now, homemaking was in her hands. Not only she's a homemaker, which I think she did a great job in 2024. I thought she was going to crash and burn. I'm sorry, Joey. I know when you are not a house-like person, things do you like, no, let's get a helper. No, I cannot do this. But you held on. That was so inspiring. That taught perseverance and zealousness and resilience as well. I like that. Then while you are doing, while she's busy with homemaking, boom, she would drop Mudimu in there and some Bible verses, taking you right straight to the right hand of God. And then while she's busy doing that, she comes and goes, we are going to do some nice growth. This is a beautiful family vlog channel, guys. This is a mother of 3 kids and showing her motherhood, how she's taking care of her entire family. But what is also very outstanding for me when you watch her is the kind of relationship that she has with her husband. Like, I want to get married to and be like them. It's so nice and so inspiring and cute at the same time. Even the way they talk to each other, you can tell that they are best and bestest of friends. And that's exactly how I believe a marriage should look like. And I think those kids are very lucky to witness two parents just, making sure that the household is peaceful, the household is working, as well as the household is healthy. I love that. The kids most behaved. The son reminds me of myself when I was 16. Well, I used to keep my hair. In fact, my hair used to be longer than his. My hair used to hit up here, natural, all the way here. And I would do all kinds of styles with it. And girls at Wits, they would like, can I do your hair? And they'll do all kinds of styles on my head during lunchtime while we are busy just killing time before the next class at 2:30 or something. So it reminds me a lot, including the fashion, everything, this freedom. I used to put like a ring here and a ring here. Back then, the only thing that I did not like is earrings. My mom tried to put an earring. I can't remember which ear it was, and I was like, that's not my thing. But I used to have a ring here and another one here. So they remind me a lot of myself, and also Joey reminds me a lot of my mom, except the religious part. She always wanted to lead by example and show us that you don't have to be too much. You don't have to be too much. Okay, now let's go to number 3, Ongezwa. Ongezwa, for me, she's a young mother navigating life. That's what I like about her. Is like, listen, I am still young. I'm a single woman and a mother of a cute baby boy. And this is just my life. This is what I do. And this is where I want to go in life. And she's quite open as well about the things that she goes through, because the things that she goes through, you can tell that they resonate a lot with the other single mothers in South Africa. And I think that's why as well people gravitate towards her YouTube channel, because when you look at the numbers are good for a vlog. I think once you hit 5,000 views, that's a good number. Yes, I know you need to aim quite higher than 5,000, but whenever I see her vlogs, and I'm always like, yeah, it's not surprising, because the things that she talks about are things that other people are going through. That's realness, that's relatability that I talk about as well on my channel. And she's the epitome of that. And how also she refuses to back down. She refuses to back down. The resilience in her is outstanding, and I love that. And so that is why I'm also going to put her as a rising star vlogger in this country. Number 2, we go to Caesar and Mzwa. This is my favorite couple. They've always been my favorite couple when I used to watch couple content. They're still holding on. They're still going on and stronger. Now, their content is also quite wholesome for me, because I love travel vlogs, you guys. If you come to my timeline, you are going to see a lot of travel vlogs. That includes trip reports, travel vlogs, anything that has to do with traveling, you will see on my channel, which also includes travel/food vlogs, where a foodie travels around the world. So for me, they're serving everything that I love about travel. So Caesar and Mzwa, definitely, this is what they do. I love how they I think for me, it's like they close their eyes and go into a bowl and do a raffle and say, what do we do this year? And then they, whatever comes out, including the places they are going to visit this year, definitely, I love that. I love also how brands are recognizing them. I think Fly Emirates, I could be wrong. And if it is, I am super impressed, you guys, that you are working with Fly Emirates. I know you are also working with Ford. Is it Ford? I mean, they gave you a new car this year. Is it this year or last year? Okay, whenever it was. And I'm like, this is inspiring. This is inspiring. I also love the fact that in as much as they live their lives the way they do on YouTube, but they're also private, and pursuing their different careers, uh, which kind of like I love the mysticness of the behind the scenes for me. It's like, what kind of lifestyles do you guys live behind the scenes? You can tell that they're also family oriented. I'm talking now their families, the people that raised them and all that stuff. I see that as well as in some of their vlogs. I love that. Career as well, even though they don't talk much about it, you can tell that they are career people, and also the epitome of what a young marriage ought to look like. They are best friends, they are young, and very vibrant, I must say. And I enjoy watching all of that on their vlogs. Quite wholesome people. I know they might not remember me, but twice we've been to YouTube events, and I've spoken to Mzwa, I think twice. I know it's it's a lot of us in one spot, so it's okay if you don't remember me, but I enjoy you guys very much. And then we got to number one. Number one. This one, I'm sure everybody's like, obvious, Tandim Zamo. Because it is. Now, Tandim Zamo, what I love about her, oh man, there's so much to say about this lady. This lady came out of nowhere, snapping fingers like this. And we were all like, hi, Bo, and then she captivated our hearts, stole our hearts. And I mean, young, middle age, old men, women song as si pagat, like Jag. Not only Tina, brands are like, who be this? And they are just falling on her lap right now, which is absolutely amazing. And congratulations on that. Of course, it has to do with personality. When you have a personality that is approachable, that is so pleasant to witness, irrespective of how, Sis Tandy, she's hyper, 48-year-old, but it is tolerable because she does it with such grace, such self-respect, and also love and humor in there. And even the way she would look at the camera, it's like, I love that. I love that. And what I also love about Sis Tandy is her openness. And I don't think people all understand how sensitive Sis Tandy is. And when I say sensitive, I don't mean like a crybaby. She feels. She feels for people. She feels for situations that are happening to people. And she always wishes that other people got the same things that she has. Because sometimes she would feel like, I don't deserve this. You're like, no, that's imposter syndrome. It happens to all of us. How you deal with it is by appreciating the position you are in. And she understands that. And Sister Tandy and I believe in the same things that we both believe in respectively. And we have great conversations. Another thing, I mean, I used to see this lady and I never thought in my wildest thoughts that she and I would have conversations, whether at an event or online type of situation. She is such an amazing person. Absolutely amazing. Intelligent. The intelligence of this woman is outstanding. Outstanding. That is why she could quit a job and get another one just like this. Because when she walks into a room, it lights up. It definitely lights up. So that's what I love about her. I love that she is a pioneer in the 40 plus YouTubers. I know there have been older YouTubers before, but not like that. She came and said, I'm 40, I think at the time she was 46. I'm 46 years old. And we were like, okay, girl, yeah, admit it. And then she took us to this very day. In fact, she is a rising star and she will definitely be a star at some point. I think at the end of this year, she's definitely going to reach that level of stardom. Yeah, and I congratulate you, Sis Tandy, for all of your achievements and everything that you're achieving. You are doing absolutely amazing. We look forward every single Sunday. Mina gege vele. I will sleep at 3 in the morning watching. If I had not watched, I will sleep at 3 a.m. on Monday morning after watching your vlog. Then bet I go. All right. So definitely she epitomizes what a vlogger ought to be like, and I'm talking personality here. Her personality is just contagious, and her changing her mind all the time is hilarious to me as well. Career wise, I love that she could do anything when it comes to career, whether full-time content creation. She wakes up next week, Monday morning, and she's at the office working for a new CEO. That to me is a level of freedom. Freedom of like breaking barriers as a woman, because many women, they, some of them, and I'm not saying all of them, think that it's okay to be stuck here until, because of course they are thinking about the responsibilities that they have at home. So sticking to this and this job alone, even when I'm unhappy, I'll stick here. Sister is like, if I'm not happy here, I'm going elsewhere. And if I'm not happy here as well, I'm going elsewhere. That's the freedom. That's, I don't know how to explain this. I love watching Sistandi. Now let's talk about my ultimate favorite. Let's start with Naledi Malela. Naledi Malela is, that's a lady. This is a lady who has shown us the possibilities of possibilities, you guys. She is, of course, the OG on YouTube. These are the people that brought YouTube to YouTubers today. She coming with story times, with mukbangs, and some of them shocked the living daylight out of you, but they were enjoyable to watch. But one thing people don't know about Naledi is how kind she is, how intelligent. I mean, she holds a master's degree, guys. I see y'all when you're on her, and I'm thinking, these imbeciles, y'all are going at a woman who is far more educated than you can ever be. You know, but anyways, we are not there. Not only she's a kind woman, she's intelligent. Naledi's intelligent. I think she also undermines how intelligent she is. This is a girl who I think when she navigates life, she's not quite sure, but the world around sees her. But I think she's beginning to see that as well. And I love the blaseness of her, because when you are blasé, what happens is you tend not to be arrogant. I mean, you come from a well-off family, you can't tell. You can't tell. She is an ordinary girl, the girl next door, but drop dead gorgeous at the same time. Have you seen that lady lately? Have you seen that lady lately? Yeah, she's taken us through that journey of where she is today. And yes, she might not be consistent as she used to be before, but her YouTube channel opened doors of opportunities for her. That's also the power of YouTube, and she's demonstrated it to all of us, that the possibilities are out there and they are possible. And that's what I love about her. She is kind, generous. She's also sensitive as well towards other people, how they, their well-beings and things like that. So I love that about Naledi Malela. And then my number one ultimate, Owami Nechuwazuwaru. I am a YouTuber today because I was inspired by her. She didn't say client, she didn't even know me. I remember watching her video in 2019. I think she was just sharing about YouTube, and I was like, really? I thought you needed to have money to start a YouTube. She's like, no. And then I was inspired. Of course, it took me a year and a couple of months to start my own YouTube channel, because I was going through insecurities. I was going through a lot. Subsequently, when the world shut down in 2020, I was like, okay, let's plug up the courage and start a YouTube channel, but she's the one that inspired me to start a YouTube channel. And I was like, respect to you, sis. Respect to you. Not only did I get inspired by her intelligence that some people undermine. You know what? Let's not argue this. She's Cancer. She's born the 1st of July. I'm born July 14th. We're in the same zodiac sign. If y'all think what you are saying, you're acting too. The thing is, everything that you are saying about Owami, that is a Cancer, a typical Cancer. It's just that me, I'm more mellow. With me, I'm more like, the only time I will react is when you do something to me. And let me tell you something, Cancers don't resolve issues, we destroy stuff. Okay, I'm not promoting that about Owami. What I'm saying here, Owami is she's also very generous, of course, typical Cancer. If you know anything about Cancers, that's Owami wholesomely. Kind, truth teller, and I mean, of course, we shoot from the hip. That's how we do it. Whether you like it, not gonna like it, tough. All right. But Owami is intelligent. Owami is definitely a pioneer, I would say, in so many ways. And I love that about her as well. Her content right now, she's doing from hell and back. Now, I'm a sensitive person. I don't know how she does it because that amount of Kleenex we are going to have on my show and listening to the stories that she hears, you're strong. You are very strong. But I don't have to oversell Owami. Owami is already a brand on her own. There's nothing to say more, but she's definitely my ultimate favorite on these streets called YouTube. Of course, I do have other favorites of mine, like Naledi's sister, Katleho Malela. Love her content, love her as a person. I love that. Anyways, guys, I think I have gone over the time that I thought I was, but I also want to explain why I love these content creators. And of course, the majority are vloggers because I watch a lot of vlogs when it comes to South African content. There are some content that I would watch, like Citizen Concern, Katleho. I also watch. What else do I watch? Let's see, I'm exposing myself. Yeah, there are other YouTubers, South African YouTubers that I do watch, but probably I'm not consistent in my view of their channels, but I do watch, especially if I'm captured by something that they do, I will watch. But of course, mostly it's going to be your travel vlogs and vlogs, South African vloggers and stuff like that. But I wanted to do like 8 lookouts before we go. YouTubers or content creators you should look out for is Betty K. That's number 1. Number 2, TK Shongwane. Number 3, Wanderlust Cookie. She also does travel vlog, 40-plus-year-old. She retired and decided to use her money to travel the world, and she has a travel channel. The number 4 is Lisam Tembu. Number 5 is Kelly Mood Hughes. This is a lady that was introduced to us by Sis Tandy. Then we have Johanna Mangu. And then we have Princess Kanye. Princess Kanye. She's definitely a rising star, that one as well. And then number 8, Bashem Nkize. Those are the YouTubers that you should look out for because they're also doing great things. I watch their contents and I never miss an episode. Love them as well. But they are definitely rising stars, people that you look out for in 2025. And that, guys, let's say we'll see each other in my next video when we do my top 10 African YouTubers. This, of course, going to exclude South Africans because I did a South African alone. So yeah, please don't leave this video without liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'll see you next time with a new video. Goodbye.